how do you manage toxicity? Like, in the first place, why do I have to manage it?
I'm not the cause of
Your problem. Or you get.
Hello Eva tribe, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alemede Eva, and today we'll be talking about toxicity at workplace. So today we're talking about how you will find, how to know that I am working in a toxic environment. We'll talk about attributes of a toxic person. We will give you advice on how to deal and cope with this. And obviously, I am not talking about this topic alone. I have a wonderful guest here. Her name is Ify Brown. She's a celebrity. She's an actor. She's an executive producer. Yes. She's a public figure. She's a wife and a mom. Please, you guys should welcome my guest, Ify Brown.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, you're welcome to our channel.
Thank you.
So today we'll be talking about toxicity at workplace. I have personally been in a toxic space as a 9-to-5 girlie. I have worked in a toxic environment and I know how bad it dealt with me. Like, it literally changed. I don't even know, it's not about me today. So I have somebody with me that is into the entertainment industry, and me, I used to feel like, okay, toxic environment is just more in the corporate world. So I want to hear from you, like, how is it in the entertainment industry?
Oh yes, toxicity can exist anywhere and everywhere, because it generally is about, you know, people and how they treat other people. Yeah, so it can exist anywhere. Anybody can be toxic to anybody. Just about, you know, how you can, if you can spot it, because some people are very good in hiding it and gaslighting you to make you feel like it's about you, or make you feel like they're just trying to help you, especially in the corporate world, because I have worked in the corporate world before. I actually did work for a couple of years, maybe 2-3 years, before I then decided that I was going to face my career as an actor and push myself, you know, because then I just finished school, and you know, when you just finish school, you're trying to find your feet, you're trying to be sure whether this thing they call entertainment is easy for me, because it may be slow in the beginning. Not everybody just starts and immediately makes it, you know, and picks up as an actor, especially in my field. Even as a dancer, generally in entertainment, generally it's not that fast to pick. Even with music, you can tell, you know. But I worked, yes, as I said, in a corporate environment for like 2 years, 3 years. Then I left and just said I was never going to go back. And trust me, in that few years, I still experienced toxicity, you know. So it's about people. It's generally about people, and it can never, I don't think there's an end to it, because as long as you have to relate with a human being, there's every chance that you would experience toxicity.
So this leads me to like my major question: how do you spot? How will you know that? Okay, because you mentioned gaslighting.
Yes.
Yeah. So how would you know I am in a toxic environment at first? Like, how will you know a toxic leader, a toxic boss? This space is not genuinely good for me. How would you know that as a person, especially to the young ones? Like,
yes. Okay. Is there a way? I don't think it's that hard to spot, because you just know that this is not normal. I mean, the way you behave, it's so not normal. Like when I was working, I was just in a newbie out of school, and I started working, and I knew I used to complain a lot to my friends, family, anyone who cares to listen. That, like, it just felt that, and everybody kept telling me that's how it is, that's how working is, that's how, that there's no work out there. Just manage this one, you know, because it's everywhere. It's how it is, and people make it look like it's normal for people to be toxic, and you should accept it. You get, but I know if I was a boss, even no matter how qualified I might think I am, I don't think I'll be that wicked to people the way other people are wicked to me, you know. So I feel like it's not about okay, it's the way it is, or it's just manage it, or there's no way you won't experience this thing too. It's really about people, and
all the subtle signs,
you know, the subtle signs you can see, or you can well. One of the things I spotted when it came to me was, I just realized this person has jealousy going on with them. They are just a jealous person. They're just jealous about your achievements, and jealous about everything that concerns you. jealousy runs deep,
Yeah.
Before now, I used to be delusional. I used to think that jealousy is about maybe because I have more than you. But at the end of the day, I got to understand that jealousy runs deeper than that. It's not about you even having more than the person, that the person wants what you have. It's generally about them not being insecure, having low self-esteem, and it's about them, not you. Yeah, it's just about them, not you.
So you guys support a toxic person. It's mostly about them. Jealous. They probably have low self-esteem, and then they portray they carry their own issues.
They just want to reflect their bad character on you.
Yeah.
Do you get? They just want to believe that because they know they can do those things, they feel you know how to do it too. Or
sometimes they don't even know they don't even know how to do this. Let me give you an experience of what happened in one of my places. This lady is very condescending. Like sometimes she doesn't even know what she's doing, but she's just going to portray it on you. I'm not the cause of
your problem. You get? Well, just have to, accept these things because they are your bosses or they are superior to you, and then you manage. But we are tough people from this side of the world, if you take it, because if we were most people in other countries, these are the things that make people commit suicide. Just jump off the building, have depression. They're having
to maybe
drugs. Do you get? How many average Nigerians go for therapy? Like you've not finished eating, what you want to pay for therapy?
I will call my friend and tell her the story of
we will abuse the person together. we will give each other therapy. Say no worry, now God will
So okay, this actually leads me to the next question. So now that we know that yes, toxicity is like very common in Nigeria, in fact generally in the world, how do you manage such situations? Like how do you advise people to manage if you're experiencing toxicity at your workspace or anywhere? How would you manage both in corporate world and in the entertainment industry? How do you manage it?
How do you manage toxicity? Like in the first place, why do I have to manage it?
Okay.
Why? Why
if not
don't manage, just run away because this life is short.
Actually,
I don't know why it took us this long. Maybe I'll just speak for myself. It took me so long to realize that they used to say it when we're young that this life is short, enjoy your life. But we never understood it until you are older. So if something that can sink in from as a tender age, man, it would have been so much better because the life is short. Why do I have to suffer? Why do I have to suffer until before I now get it that okay, this person doesn't even care about me. This person, this thing will move on. Like you know how fast people will move on if something happens to you. Like you unalive yourself and you leave this world.
Do you understand?
They will so move on fast. Even your immediate family will move on. So I don't see why I should manage toxicity. I can just move on if I can help it. Most times the reason why people stay is because of money or no other means to survive. I can generally understand that, trust me. I'm not just saying, like you don't have any other job, you don't have any other source of income, and because your boss is toxic, you just want to move. It's not that easy, trust me, it's not that easy. But if you have a means to move out of that environment, please do, because life is short. And these people don't care about you. But in the meantime, say you're able to identify already that this person, this is not about you. Maybe they're stressing you too much, making you feel like you're not good enough. If you can come to that mental space where you know that I am trying, I'm giving the best I can, and if there's another person that is superior to that person that you can talk to, say that's why we have HR in most corporate environment. To relay, isn't HR supposed to
you mentioned HR Grossina. What if it's the HR bonbon that is the problem?
My dear.
Like she said, the best advice is run for your life. Once your mental health is at stake, first-hand experience, nothing good comes out from that work. I'm serious. So
is that you won't say the person should like work for a bit, save up?
For me, I ran because even the money I was trying to save, I was always needing to treat myself. I was always falling sick.
You understand?
So there was no point of saving up. I literally ran from where I was back to my father's house.
Do you understand?
So
but it cannot be easy for everybody. But then
do you understand?
If you can identify it and it's not something you don't have thick skin for it, you can just run. Then if you're talking about the entertainment industry, narrowing down to being an actor, most times our contracts are always really short.
So okay. You can just
most times you can just do your job and leave. You just if you can build your mental health enough, or to not allow anybody penetrate you easily, you can just do your job and leave. And at the end of the day, it's different for us because before you come to that space or set, you probably have been paid, if not all your money, maybe half of it. Wow. And who wants to be toxic to you? Is it the director or is it the producer?
So you are saying it's a bit better?
It's a bit better for us. It's kind of manageable for us. Yeah. Then if it's a series, I still feel it's something you can, because at the end of the day, it's just a short period of time. You'll be done and you leave. You can generally avoid the person. Maybe it's the only person that can be toxic to you that will matter will be the producer or director that you can do. But I don't think like a fellow actor will come and be toxic to you. Are they paying you? They don't employ the both of us.
True, sure.
Even if you're older, like you can. It's something you can work with. So I don't know how you guys do it in your corporate world, or how you're able to. You can still work, for years, because it's not easy to just pull out from work. True. But us actors, you can't just come and be toxic to me and say because you're a veteran. I mean, I'll give you your respect, but if I notice that as a veteran you're trying to be one way or the other,
you could just avoid them.
Let peace reign.
And then you mentioned therapy earlier, so I think seeing a therapist too.
In this country.
We have professional therapy.
We do. It's true.
So if you can afford to.
If you can afford one, yes, please do.
But if you cannot, talk to your friend, your mom, your pastor, your spiritual leader, anybody around you. A problem shared is a problem half solved.
If you need help, call God. I'm going to sing that song.
You can also talk to God.
You can also talk to God though, because there's nothing God cannot do. Yes, what God cannot do does not exist. He will fight your battle for you. Those kind of people will not even last around you. So that they move them away, they move you to something better, my dear. Talk to God. At the end of the day, God never fails.
So I actually want to ask you, are you passionate about what you do? Because the question is leading somewhere. So you're an actor, and if you are to choose this career path again, okay, in fact you already worked in the corporate space.
Yes, I'll choose it again and again.
Being an actor or being a corporate girl?
Never.
Okay,
I'll always be an actor, because this is who I am, this is what I do, and I love it. If you don't have passion for the entertainment industry, be you an actor, a dancer, a professional dancer, or whatever, musician, if you don't have passion, you can't survive. So passion is what really drives us here, because the money doesn't come immediately like that, not for everybody. So passion is what keeps you, passion is what drives you. So yes, I love what I do, and I'm glad I have people around me that supports me and encourage me through it all.
My final question is, you love your job. We have people out there that literally love their job, but they don't just like the environment, or they don't just like a particular boss they work with. Let's say, for example, now you love your job and you have a series that you're working on, and this series means a lot to you. So what are you going to do in that, let's say you are in that situation where you have a toxic boss or a toxic director and you love your series, you cannot just leave. What is the next available option for you to do?
Well, like I said, when it comes to acting, it's either the director is the one that's toxic or a fellow actor.
Yeah.
So if it's the director, you just pretty much just take everything he says with a pinch of salt, or how do you use that? Phrase. Like, you don't take anything too seriously. You're going to be out of there in no time. If it's too much, maybe you feel victimized, or you feel like it's just only with you, or if you think like this is who he is, because sometimes there's certain directors that just don't know how to talk, so nobody's a child anymore. Like, there's no way that I just believe that if it's a general thing, if it's how he is, his kind of person, that's how he is. If you when it comes to acting, there is no way it will be only you on that set.
Okay.
He definitely is working with a bunch of other actors, and everybody else is taking him the way he is. So you just go ahead and do your thing and leave there. If something, you can maybe report to the production manager or the producer, the owner of the job. You can report, and then he'll probably tell the director to please tone it down, because at the end of the day, everybody is paid and employed by somebody to do that particular project, and the owner of the job will want everybody to be in a good frame of mind so that the job can actually go on. Yes. So the director also himself will be very careful, because he doesn't want you to say, oh, I'm not in the right frame of mind, or he doesn't want you to just begin to act up and delay production, because when it comes to a movie set, they probably are trying to work with time to finish that job. Maybe they want to finish that job in maybe 3 days or 4 days or a week. So if one actor decides that, okay, since you're giving me troubles, my body is paining me, or my head is, I'm not filming, or the actor decides to break down, it will delay production. So everybody will just respect themselves. Do you get? So it's not the same. It can't. I think it can be managed when it comes to a movie set compared to a corporate job. Yes.
Okay, guys, I hope you've learned one or two things from what we've been discussing. How to manage toxic spaces and how to act generally. So I hope you've picked up something, and if there's something we missed out, you can share with us in the comment section. Ify Brown, can you share us your social media handles where people can get to know you and meet you?
Okay, you can follow me on Instagram at Ify Brown.
Okay.
Go subscribe to my channel. It's Ify Brown Moye. Oh, Ify Brown TV actually. It's Ify Brown TV on YouTube, and then at Ify Brown on Instagram.
So that's.
But before I go, I'm gonna leave this one thing in case you missed it before. You just can't miss it right now, and that is, if you are in a toxic environment, if you're in a toxic environment or you have a toxic boss, please run away. Don't manage it, just run away. Yes, life is too short.
So run away, guys. Run, pick your shoes, your heels, your sneakers, and disappear.
Yes.
Anyways, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you on our channel, and I'm sure our viewers also appreciate seeing you.
It's nice having me.
So if you've seen us to this point and we've missed out on anything, you can share your comment in the comment section. I'll be there to reply. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. Bye bye.